It's official, you guys. It's official. It's official. Damn, I look good. Good morning. Okay, yeah, you can hear me. Um, so a couple things. Bazzi, Bazzi, or Bazzi, I don't know how to fuck. Whatever. The song Mine, Mine, super significant. So cute. Oh my god. Uh, oh, and while I was getting ready to record, I was checking my background just to make sure there wasn't nothing weird, because whatever. Um, and I checked my perimeter here, and I saw that there was a lighter, and I had my vape in my hand, and so I put them, away. But what I realized is I put them over here near the fish tank. So there's fire, water, and vapor now all together in this one area. And huzzah. So yeah. So now today we're gonna work our light and see what the messages are. So yeah. Hey there, hi there. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Party people. Ooh, Soul Family Awakening. Shit, here we go. Sounds good to me. Damn, we're just so bright. Let's see. Whatever. That's actually like better for me, low key, because it's not so um, in my eyes, on my eyes. Protection. Okay. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Okay. Sisterhood of the Rose. And it's so funny because Rose energy was coming in for me yesterday, today-ish. Like, I don't know, it was one of the days between yesterday and today that I went to Walmart and I walked past, it was this morning, and I walked past the little flower corral and I noticed there was like some fucking daisies or whatever that was wilted all to hell. Like they looked terrible, and why they still had them in there, I have no clue. Obviously, they hadn't checked them, but right near them was some roses, red roses that were absolutely gorgeous. It's like mid bloom, like it's so pretty, and it was so funny to see that stark comparison right there, like in the same life and death right there in the same area. And another thing, um, this cord, I know like it's a headphone jack to USB-C cord, but it's like a conversion kit. That's the word. It's like someone received their conversion kit. Like oh god, like they updated, and cricks in the neck. I had such a pain in my neck. I don't know why. I was just like, you know. Hashtag Ellerstand laughs and hypermobility. What else? Maybe that. Ooh, maybe even that is significant. Like being able to maneuver and bend and around like a octopus. Oh well. Okay, and it's okay. Okay, so we ended up with three more. Don't dim to fit in, unbound, um, and trust your path. So it's giving you have been initiated. It's giving you have crossed the threshold. You have passed the test. Emily was talking about this yesterday. You passed the test, Fim. You have released the patterns. You have untethered yourself from past incarnation trauma, past incarnations trauma in general, and like all the lower, heavier, denser energies that were weighing you down, limiting you, tethering you. Ooh, tethering you to the 3D realm. And it was so weird because as I was looking at the camera, like I caught a glare, and it made me want to like look deeper into the camera like it is now. Like I can see a reflection, and I swear to you, it's like I'm looking at an eyeball. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. So, and I wonder how this looks like for you guys. So please, somebody, write in the comments if you get this far, what that looks like to you. I'll even take my glasses off. I can still see. Yeah, because I don't really. Oh yeah, and also headaches. Boy, let me tell you fucking what. Headaches. Yesterday. Okay, yeah, I think this is significant. Yesterday I had two airplane bottles of vodka, and just a little celebrate, you know. Um, I don't. Yeah, yeah, and I realized later on in the evening, like obviously I quit drinking, um, and my head started to hurt a crazy amount, and I was like, this is unusual. Like this is not. And I ain't trying to say I'm a heavy drinker, but like two airplane bottles don't give me no headache after. Like typically it isn't. But last night it did, and it gave more of a spiritual headache, even to the point to where I woke up this morning and like after like I logged back in, like logged back in, um, I recognized it was still there, and I was like, now what the hell? And it made me think of something else I heard someone say about spiritual migraines and how sometimes messages can manifest as headaches. And as someone who suffers from chronic migraines, that is a really nice perspective. Like, did y'all fucking see that? The orb? Hey, anyways, as someone who suffers from, hello, chronic migraine, it is nice to have that perspective switch, and it gives me the energy of Psyduck. Like how as his headache intensifies, the more his spiritual powers increase. Like, I love Pokemon. Which brings me to this next thing. Yesterday when I went to Walmart, yeah, yesterday when I went to Walmart, because I had to put my big girl britches on and buy myself an air compressor because I've been having trouble with my tires because, hexes and shit. But whatever. And also I need new tires. But, as I was on my way back to the automotive, there was, like, some Pokemon items that caught my eye. And, like, if you know me, you know I love Pokemon. Like, that's my thing. That's my bread and butter. And I went over there, and they had like these Squishmallow keychains of Snorlax, and like I love Snorlax, but none of them were like there was a Snorlax one and a Pikachu and like a Jigglypuff. Like, yeah, those are cool, but like, and there was a Vaporeon. Like, it would fit in my arms here, and she was asleep, and when I saw, it was like a little baby. I didn't even think about it then. I didn't even think about it then because I was just so enthralled with it that I just couldn't help but to squeeze it and love it and pet it. I'm gonna scream Scorpio season. It's giving Scorpio baby. It's, anyways, I just heard hide your kids, hide your wives. And I'm not gonna complete that one because we're effing everybody. But I completed it. I just censored it. Anyways, um, but I couldn't help. Sorry about the shaking. I couldn't help but to like squeeze it and hug it and love it, and I was like, oh my God. But I didn't like. It was weird because like I wanted to buy it, but I didn't want to buy it. At the same time, like it felt like something. I guess it felt like something I already had. Damn, I'm slaying right now. Don't look at the bags, but like eyeshadow by Leisha, eyeshadow by Divi. Anyways, um, and I just hugged it and loved it and like, gave it a good squeeze and I let it go. And I walked on and I did what I had to do, and I completed that side quest. And Yeah. So let's go to part two and actually finish the cards. Part two. I guess that was the channel. First part, like the first part was the channel. Uh, because you are, here we are. You are a pillar of light. I'm gonna scream. You have finally anchored into your position, into your role, into your calling. And now this is like the great incoming. This is the great gathering. It says it plain. But also what's significant here is take a break, which brought me, which made me think of retirement and that spiritual retirement. And because like that's been on my mind. I've been on this fucking I've been on a tough journey for like 13 years. And I think what I'm feeling is I will scream. What I'm feeling is the ending of one contract and the beginning, I heard renewal of another contract. And oh God, thank you, you guys. Hey, Feds. Anyways, which is funny because birthing a new age here and Pleiades energy, and that's we're doing shit. You have stepped into your higher calling. You are hearing correctly. You are speaking. You are relaying correctly. You are doing the thing the way that you're supposed to be doing the thing. Um, where the fuck did that come from? Trust your path? Well, trust your path. Make sure you don't dim to fit in. And it's funny because as I was changing my light in the first one, I was like, when I thought it, I was like, oh, I'm dimming. I was like, that I had that thought of don't dim to fit in. But I realized and recognized that this lighting is way better for me sensory wise. So I had to we had to attune to a light that is comfortable and preferable for you, that is conducive for your up-leveling, your growth, I heard higher power, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups on the crack. Damn. Oh, look, as I'm Ace of Cup in it, moving my stuff. What I see. What I see. Anyways, baby. Sassy bitches. Sassy. Alright, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors. I was going to say what we're talking about, but it seems like we're talking about that good old thing. That, but also that seeking, and it's two things, okay? It's that seeking and finding of that inner self, like you have merged with all the various versions of yourself. Like I'm getting the Ghost of Christmas Past type energy. Like you've been visited by each level, each one of those that necessarily were stuck in time. And you had that moment of revisitation and reconciliation within yourself that kind of like helped you see into yourself in ways that like you hadn't seen, just in the same way as I was looking in the camera in a way that I had never seen before, and it felt like so intimate. And and so there's been big intimacy, self intimacy, self. See, they did it again. Self-reflection, like really looking at the self, and I feel my chest feeling open and exposed, which was one of the cards that popped out yesterday, open and exposed, and really kind of breathing in, yourself. Really listening. Listening to what's going on in between the layers. Hold on. Okay, so I thought I was tripping. No, actually, I didn't think I was tripping. What I thought I heard was my kids waking up. I thought I could hear them because like I'm in here in the kitchen and I'm trying to be like incognito and shit. But like I thought I could hear them. But when I took my headphones off, there was nothing. That's given such Spirit Baby vibes, and that's been popping up so much here recently. Chevy's ultrasound, my breakdown in the middle of a fucking read because of my fucking trauma, and then oh my god, go through a couple of my TikToks back. It says trigger warning. Watch that shit if you want to have you a good cry, cause like I'm literally burying myself. That's crazy. But so there's been like this releasing of the loss, but regaining a piece of yourself, sealing a wound, sealing a hole. It's that wabi sabi. I've said it. I didn't have the word for it yesterday, but it popped in too. And right before I started this channel, 639, that a video specifically on that popped in. Okay, so travel with me. Before I also started the read, I had a seizure. um, but I was conscious through it. But it felt, and I was like, is this a channeling, low-key? Like, in as much as it's a seizure, um, altered brain activity, because my ears were ringing and shit, and I was having auditory and visual hallucinations, seizure stuff, literally. But nonetheless, I was conscious enough through it, to the point to where I could get myself to my meds and sit myself down and get here. I literally got here. I literally got myself to here. That's so funny. And so, and I took my meds and everything. I smoothed out and settled out just as soon as I like got listened to the song Bozzy. Cause like after the seizure, the song popped into my head. I sat down here, took my meds, and listened to it. As I was listening to it, I was taking my meds. And like then that's when I was like, okay, it's like I checked back into reality. I'm completely sane. Like just again, I heard another baby sound, and I'm like wondering what the fuck, cause like what am I hearing? It sounded like a yeah. um, but it was just so weird. It was 9:04 when it started, and by like 9:04 and like 30 seconds, I want to say for some reason by the trash can or by the fridge. Yeah, by the fridge. And then by 9:05, I was sitting here. 9:36. Okay. Um, I don't know why that's relevant. Okay, well, we still didn't get to any cards, but we'll go. I'm just channeling. Alright, let's go to another part. I could only imagine what that looked like. Okay, alright, Lord, let's get to the cards finally. Not like I'm rushing you, Lord, but like, I feel that, okay, that's enough channel. y'all gotta quit. Okay, I shuffled in the first part. So, but the first card out is Tower. If you watch my other readings, yesterday's readings, as I'm using these cards, they are very funny and finicky with my hands. Or it's something, there's a stop-start energy with them. Or something. I don't know, very direct maybe? King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay, you can't see that. Tower, King of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. What the fuck? So, Mr. Man, are you having a fucking midlife crisis? Are you having like a what is the Hierophant? The Hierophant is okay. The Hierophant is higher knowledge, commitments, tradition, spiritual wisdom. This is giving you had a talk with God and it shook your fucking ass. We're here with the Knight of Swords. What's this Tower? Okay. What? Did you see how my hand was like no stop? But I didn't mean that was not a conscious thing. With the devil. Tower and the devil. But see, I get Capricorn energy from that. What is awakening? So it was like you had an awakening. This heart chakra moment. Mr. Man here had a come to Jesus moment that shook him. And now it's giving Page of Cups and the Star. It's giving because I've had look at that. It's because I've had such a awakening within the heart, within the mind. Like now I can like present correctly. Like all of this is heart. This is like straight from her mind to her heart. This is heart outward. Like there's a lot of heart chakra, upper chakra activations. Mr. Man has had a fucking awakening. And that's so funny. I'm upper chakra awakening because Odin here, thank you with your lightning, thank you for tagging in, is the lightning to the upper chakras. And specifically here I'm focusing on the throat chakra. It's giving, I'm about to say some shit that you ain't expecting. I've done thought long and hard here. This is given Hercules. When Hercules Rut Road Raggy. Scooby-Doo might be significant. Great Danes might be significant. Mystery Machine. I love Scooby-Doo. But this is giving when Hercules realized and recognized that he was a demigod, a divine creature, and he went on top of Mount Olympus and was like, yo dad, what the fuck? And his dad was like, yeah bro, I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like if they're having this, they had this reconciliation within themselves. Look at that. And there's some almost like there was someone in the background here that bore witness, low-key witness to this. Someone off in the cut who was witnessing this, or who was witness this, who could sense it, who I heard part of it. And it's funny because my headache is going away, but it's also doing something else. I heard peace treaty within the self. So this is like a come to Jesus moment within yourself. You unbound yourself from all those limiting beliefs, which helped you, which was like the last part of the initiation. Like that was the make or break moment of whether or not you were going to complete the cycle again. And I remember in the first part I was talking about is divine feminine energy, but thank you. But it's not necessarily like, yes, they are mirroring each other, but this is more of like divine feminine as in the inner femme awakening. Like this is the divine with divine femme within awakening. I'm taking it with Mr. Man here, with the Muse of Materials. And it's so funny because yesterday's videos, yeah, I posted them. Yesterday's videos, I don't remember which ones. It was a lot of channels yesterday. But nonetheless, that very same card came out when I got to the cards. Like, and it was about them having crossed the threshold, them having passed the test, the femme also having passed her test. So a lot of initiatory energy. There was an eclipse of the heart. There was a grand conjunction. There was a meeting, a melting point. There was this is also giving me a ring on the finger, like a ring. Like it was like they seen it in the stars that you was the one, like they had to put a ring on your finger. I don't know where the fuck that came from. That's a lot of cards, y'all. Okay. Which way do I take? Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Emperor, and the Chariot. Wow, that's a lot of action. That's giving, I had to release some burdens emotionally before I could move in a physical manner. But now I have cleared myself up. I've cleared myself up in more than one way. And I can actually take action now. I've received the healing necessary. Look, hold on. I've received the healing necessary to get my roll on. Everybody get your roll on. Get your roll on. Okay, and this is also giving, yesterday's readings. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go back and watch them because what the fuck? What the hell was going on? But this is giving yesterday's Grand Symphony and Imperfect Harmony cards. Like, this is like Shawty's like a melody in my head type shit. Like, you kept playing back and forth the 8, the infinity. You kept looping back through their fucking head. They wouldn't think of you. They would think of you. They wouldn't. They would. They would. And it's like to the point to where they finally spiraled out low key and stopped. But the melody kept playing. They quit dancing, but the melody didn't quit. They quit dancing 8:35, but the melody didn't quit. So it was like, well, why is it still playing if I'm not dancing? And it's giving, that's the heart rhythm. That's giving the rhythm of the heart. Oh, plain white tees, the rhythm of love. What is going on with this reading? There's so much music. There's so much melody and flow. You guys must talk a lot through music. And it's so funny because I see a 7 here. I don't know if I see a 7 here. So there's definitely a completion of a cycle. There's definitely forward motion. You have addressed the emotional things that that even though this is 10 of Wands, they're carrying like water jugs. It's like you reconciled and looked at, you became the master of all those jugs. You looked at what needed to be poured out, what needed to be consolidated, what needed to stay on its own. Like you reviewed. You were given the chance to review your heart space. Son of a bitch. And son of a bitch, did you just so much heart chakra. opening, like, I want to say, like, breathing different, like, let's go to another part. This is fun. They are the gatekeepers. They are the handlers of the oracles. They are, but it's not in a negative way. Not in a negative way, because there are negative and positive protectors and, like handler type things. But it's like they have been initiated into their own sector of the rose in a masculine way, just like you have on the feminine side. Damn, my and it's funny because now my temples are doing a thing. There's so much seeing of the self in the other. There's so much seeing in the self in the other. There's so much I'm learning from you, and I get my essence and energy from you. Like, this is like, for some reason I'm getting mind on my money and my money on my mind. But like, you so love this rose that that's all you can think about. And like, there's a symbiotic relationship that is being fostered, taken place, that is being revealed, being displayed. Ten of Pentacles and Four of Wands. And it's so funny because I put them right on the line, because you have merged both your past, your present, your dark, and your light. Your now and your future, your now and your past. You have reconciled all the sides of yourself, and you have reached that true inner nirvana. It's like it's because you took the time to foster the relationship between you and yourself, and you and the outer world, and you and your inner world, and you and your ancestors, and you and your guides, because you took the time. Because you took the time to build this stability, you are being rewarded with real, true stability. Like, because you took the time to build inner stability, you are being rewarded with outer stability in a way that is shocking, stark, surprising. It's like lightning. And it's so funny because there goes my headache again, and move back to the front. Queen of Swords. It's so funny because, like, Queen of Swords, High Priestess here, it's giving seeing. It's giving, that is clear seeing, clear prophetess. This is the oracle's gift. This is the femme standing in her real, true, authentic self. Like, she has such a powerful sense of discernment and power of, like, all of her abilities are completely online, whether she knows that or not. Her channel is clean and clear. She is a daughter of Odin. She is a daughter of Odin. Hold on a second. Okay, before I get up, I'm just going to show this. King of Swords, Page of Swords. You've up-leveled. You've grown up. You have well, you have what? Ace of Wands. And it fell out over top of the Hierophant and the Knight of Swords. You have received the intel. You have. This is even more of that third eye, upper chakra action. Like, your mind is made up. There's no more brainstorming. There's no more plotting and planning. There's no more figuring. There's There's so many stories. There's a love story and a personal story. Your mind is made up on the person. You've received all that you need to know, really, like actually wholly this time. And like you are literally going to take action on it. And in the personal sense, you see yourself so clear now that now you know how to move. Now you know how to treat your own self. Now you know how to move within your own life. Now you know. Now you know. The more that you know. Now you know why it took you so long. Why you felt so stuck. Now you know the whys. But you were able to see in the dark. You were able to see Ace of Wands, Eight of Swords. You were able to see in the dark, and it was almost like it's like you took I'm getting the vision of like a torch, like a standing torch, like a literally like stick with a flame on it, and you took and you lit the ties. You lit the ties off of you. No, you didn't you didn't take the risk of trying to cut yourself free, because if you were to make a misstep in cutting yourself free there with your wrists open, you could have cut yourself and really hurt yourself. If you would have made a misstep in trying to use them swords to cut yourself free, you could have really ended up hurting yourself. But because you were in this place that you had this torch, this light, this inspiration, this light in the dark, because you had that, that's what you used to set you free. That's what you used to burn the binds off of you. I just heard candle magic. What's this Ace of Wands? That's a lot, but I'll just nine of materials. So it's like this is your freedom. This is the freedom that you yourself and I have wanted. This is what future you knows that you're gonna get. Like this is all of the sides of you seeing now. The whole picture. Like there's so many words. There's such words. Okay. We got the Wheel and the Four of Swords. So now it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So sit back, relax, and allow the messages to come to you. Allow yourself to sink deeper into these feelings, because you're safe down there. Three of Cups. You're safe down there. It's almost like you're the master of these. This is giving Hecate, and it's also giving Oshun vibes too. It's giving like a water goddess. I have mastered myself. I know now really how to fill up my own cup. I know how to generate my own sustenance. I know how to purify myself. I know how to do all these three specific these things that keep me clean and clear and tapped in and on top of the game. Yes, the wheel may turn, and yes, I may experience different variations of myself, but I am still one and the same myself. Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Two of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, and the World. Wow. Need I say anything else? You have it's all coming back to you. It's all coming to you. It's all right here. It is literally right here. There's no wait. Like, there's literally no wait. It is now. This is now. This is like now. Like, I can't say now enough. Like, now as fuck. Like, now, bitch, now. Tower. Remember, this was our first fucking card out. Tower was our first card out. Remember, this is now, bitch. Now. This is happening now. I'll call y'all back. I need to eat some cereal or some shit. Love you, bye. I tell you what, the channel on this one is deep. It's a deep one, and I barely got any cards out. What is that? See? Hold on. What is that? Okay. So it's so funny because that was a text confirming an appointment that I have today. Well, that my kid has today here at the house. And it's like a confirmation, like, hey, we so good. Like, I don't know what that is. There's something in that. There's something about a confirmation. And also, like, pop up. There's a lot of energy about pop up. Like someone popping up on you, showing up on you. Like, I was trying to get ready this morning, and I felt this overwhelming sense of someone's at my fucking door, to the point where I quit doing what I was doing and went to my front door and was looking to see if there was anybody that could be, like, in the vicinity, because, like, where did this energy come from? I kept feeling like someone was knocking on my door or going to knock on my door. Like, it was 1, 2, 3. It was so intense, and I was like, boy, what the fuck? Like, because I knew that my kid's therapist was coming, but also, like, what the fuck, it was wild. It was just so wild. But this is very intense. I swear, this is a come to Jesus moment. And it, like, really, I heard cleared the belfry. And also, there's something with speech and talking, like, that's that excited energy, getting so excited that you, like, stumble over your words, and, like, having to take that conscious moment and be like, okay, so what I mean to say is, like, such and such and such. My head is still hurting, but it's not like, I don't feel like it's mine. Like, I feel it in my third eye. And that's goofy, because, like, I was like, well, I don't know. I was going to keep shuffling, but I waited. There's something shifting. There's a shift taking place. High Priestess. It's like, okay, so the femme, this is two things. They've crossed the line. Not in a bad way, but, like, this is the new timeline. This is the new line. This is what had to be accomplished before we could get to this. But two things with this High Priestess is, the feminine is standing more in her inner authority because she took the time to clear the residuals, clear her plate of the scraps. And also the masculine is coming online to how they feel in relation to, like, I'm telling you, it's the upper chakras. There's a lot of upper chakra action. Even with the femme, yes, her upper chakras are active, but it's active in a way that is helping her sit further sit further down, ground down. Like, it's helping her feel more real. And if the film is anything like me, and maybe I'm just talking about me, there's been this sense of not feeling real, not feeling at home in the body, not feeling um, just real. Even though, like, yeah, I know I'm real. I feel myself being real, but there was a bit of disconnect that seems to have been reconciled in this heart chakra kundalini awakening. Something soft hit. Oh, when I was getting ready for the reading, I keep a sheet up because my kitchen is drafty because my back porch here, it's a whole long story, whatever. But nonetheless, it's drafty and I block it. Plus, that's my little door to kind of dampen the sound. Maybe that's significant. But nonetheless, as I was rolling the sheet down, it bopped me in my head, not in a hard way, but in a, hey, pay attention. And the light changed both times when I did that. This is a really deep channel. I don't know what, but there's been a reconciliation that's been that that there's been a reconciliation that has taken place that is leading to expansion, is leading you through first I heard a narrow doorway, through a narrow pathway. Once again with yesterday's reading, a narrow path and a new door being opened up. And that's so funny because, like, I don't feel the need to spread these out. I feel the need to keep them stacked up with the reconciliation on top. Like, you both reconciled within yourself things that needed to be reconciled. You both had the awakenings that you needed to cross this line, to do the thing. And now, Knight of Wands, King of Wands. Now, oh shit, and Six of Swords. Now you are really taking off. Now you T. And I also heard E for some reason. Like, I feel like I need to. You are taking off. Now the real work begins. Now the real work begins. There's some, can you see this? Okay, she's sitting in a glass. But there's also two faces. So there's this new opportunity that is being presented between two souls that is really going to shatter the illusion of separation and really spark a new path for others and themselves. And it's going, we got Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles, Page of Materials. There's something about materials. There's something, it's this material world. There's like a leading that is literally going to be taking place in this material world. That's why I keep needing to use these fucking cards. Because it's this material world that is being affected by this awakening, by these awakenings, by this union, by this process. The material world is actually being affected by this. And it's so funny I say that because I was actually having physical symptoms and things because of, like, leading up to this. And my head, like, it's funny because, thank you, because my head ache had stopped for a little bit, but then just it did a thing. It's this channel that is opening up. Here we are again with roses. Here we are again with roses. Here we are again with roses. You have been initiated. You have passed the test. You've been called. You've done the thing. You, both of you guys. Oh, because just as much as, okay, so I initially thought that this was just talking about the film, but yes, it is just the oracle cards are talking just about the film. My heart rate, I think, but it's this. Yes, the feminine is leading the emotions in a way, like as she heals and cleans out her emotional space, it gives this the masculine their it's like a cloud of inspiration, like a brainstorm. It's like they get it like lightning fast. But it's like they don't. I don't think they realize where it's coming from. But it's coming from you, because just as much as you are a rose, a goddess of the rose, a sister of the rose, they are a protector of a rose protector of the rose sisterhood. Like they are one of the brothers of the sisterhood. They have their own offset. And I'm getting blue roses for some reason. And but it's like I heard the pruners. They are the ones, the guardians. They are the ones to take care, tend to the roses. Thank you, Ella Sophie. Think of it like this. They're the ones that stand at the doors of the Delphi and let's go to another part.